If your hair is weak and thinning out, or you constantly experience hair loss, excessive shedding and breakage, loss of edges, then you have to try this very simple hair recipe with just two simple ingredients that can be found laying around in your house. Now, hey guys, welcome back to another hair treatment video. Today we'll be creating a very simple hair oil recipe that will not just grow your hair, it will also help to reduce hair loss, hair thinning, excessive shedding and breakage, while encouraging thicker hair growth. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please watch this video to the very end. Now for this recipe, the first thing you're going to be needing is your coffee, any regular coffee will do. Coffee contains caffeine. Now caffeine stimulates blood circulation in the scalp, nourishing the hair follicles and promoting faster hair growth. It can also extend and prolong the natural growth phase of a hair cycle. Coffee also blocks THC, which is a hormone that weakens hair follicles and also leads to hair loss, and by doing that, it encourages thicker growth and reduces hair loss and shedding. Now, I use about 1.5 tablespoons of my coffee. Like I said, any regular coffee will do. Now, the next thing I am going to be making use of is my olive oil. Olive oil helps to strengthen hair strands, improve elasticity, reduce breakage, and also soften and deeply moisturizes the hair. It also soothes and nourishes the scalp. Now, you can also make use of any other oil, or you can also add any other oil to this. I'm just going to be making use of olive oil. Now, I use about 1/3 cup of my olive oil, right? Now, you can go higher with your quantities, you can also go lower with them. It depends on the amount you're looking to achieve. Like I said, you can also add other oils of your choice. Okay, I'm just trying to keep it really simple so you can see how simple this recipe can be. The next thing I went ahead to do is to double boil. Now, this is basically just placing your jar or plate of mix into a pan or pot of boiling water. Okay, and you have to boil on low heat. I almost never advise you heating up your recipes directly on heat, except in few cases. So in this case, you're going to be making use of double boiling method, and we are heating up on low heat. Now I boiled for about 10 to 15 minutes, and once that is done, I set it down. Now you're going to notice that some particles of the coffee are well settled underneath the plate or your jar. So just use a spoon to stir it all up to get everything to mix again. And then you have to let it cool before we proceed to the next step. Now, once you're certain your mix is fully cooled down, once you're certain it is now cooled, you now have to proceed to the next step. But first of all, you have to stir it up again because some particles of the coffee might have also settled underneath, so you have to stir it up again. All right. Now, after you're done with this, get your cheesecloth, get your whatever it is you use to sieve. It could be a wig cap, it could be a cheesecloth, it could be an handkerchief or a stocking, just something clean with tiny holes. Okay, that will not allow for easy passage of the coffee particles or anything. Even my cheesecloth did not do justice to this, but just get something with tiny holes. Now pour in your mix into it and let it sieve gently. I'll take it out. You can see I still have some particles of this coffee in my oil, but that is that. You can go ahead and sieve for a second time, but because this is for personal use, I'm just going to proceed with it. Now, I also added my peppermint oil. Now, you can also choose to add any other essential oil of your choice. Because I'm trying to keep this recipe very simple, I'm going to be making use of just my peppermint oil. Peppermint oil improves blood circulation in the scalp, stimulating hair follicles to grow longer and thicker hair. It also helps to fight against scalp issues like itchiness, dandruff, and also hair lice. Now, once you're done with the essential oils, the next thing to do is just to transfer to an applicator bottle, and I'm going to be making use of this dark dropper bottle. Now, while transferring my oil into my bottle, I make sure to do it really gently so that some of those particles you can clearly see right now does not get into my oil. Now, this was the amount of oil I was able to get. This is like 30 ml in the bottle, and you can see we still have some left in the plate. So, what I'm going to do later is to look for another applicator bottle to transfer it to. Okay, you do not need to discard this if you have excess. Just look for another bottle to transfer it to, and it's going to last you for a while. Now, over to the application, you can either use this as a hot oil treatment, or you can use it to seal in the moisture, or you can also use it to oil and massage your scalp. Now, for this video, I'm going to be using it to seal in the moisture in my hair, and I'm also going to use it to I'm also going to use it to oil and massage my scalp. So I already have my hair moisturized with water and leave-in conditioner. Now I'm going to be applying the oil all over my strands, making sure it gets to every part of my strands. Now, sealing in your moisture after moisturizing your hair is very important. That way, your hair is not going to dry out really fast. Your hair is going to retain a lot more moisture for a longer period of time. And when your hair retains moisture for a long period of time, your hair doesn't get dried out. And when your hair is not dried out, your hair is not going to break experience any sort of hair damage that might be as a result of dryness. Okay, so I'll always advise you always sealing your moisture after you're done moisturizing your hair. Now, after moisturizing and after sealing in my moisture, the next thing I like to do is to oil my scalp. Now, because your hair grows out from your scalp, you also need to take care of your scalp. And one of the ways you take care of your scalp is by oiling and massaging. Apply this oil onto your scalp and don't just apply and go about your day. Try to take out some minutes, couple of minutes to massage this oil properly into your scalp. Okay, because this massaging is going to improve and promote blood circulation to your scalp, which is going to nourish and stimulate your hair follicles to grow longer, thicker, and even healthier hair. So it is very important to you oil your scalp, and not just oiling your scalp, it is very important to oil and massage your scalp for a couple of minutes. Now, the last thing I like to do to seal up this whole thing is just to oil my edges as well. When I'm done oiling my edges, I massage my edges. Now, if you have any other problem spots, you can go ahead and apply this oil onto it. Or if you have maybe your edges are thinning out, you're losing your edges, this oil is also going to work wonders for it. Okay, I want you to know that this oil is no magic oil. So with consistency, with proper routine and product, your hair is going to thrive. So that will be all that for this video. I hope you guys found this video really helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down there in the comment section. Get to people you think might need this video. Subscribe to me if you've not yet subscribed already, and I'll see you guys later in my next video. Bye.